anybody.
So they check in with you just to check on you.
Not check in with me, they check with me.
Yeah.
So then when I go to LA, I know the Rolling 60s. I know the Nutty Block Crips. I know the PIRUs. You know what I'm saying? I was just in a PIRU party and what's his name? My man Joe Millionaire, you know, over there in Pasadena. He's a blood. My man Whack 100 was there.
Okay.
You know, I was with all the bloods, the killers, all of them right there, hundreds of them. Number handshake. I don't check in nowhere.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
I want to ask you about the and I gotta ask you about this because you talked about going here, going there all this time, and I know you ran across it, so I gotta ask you about it. Like the Crips and the Bloods, you going into a Crip neighborhood when it was really like, we know when it was really like popping, like in Shreveport, in LA, in different places in the United States. It just, Little Rock is one of them that's heavy, like when it comes to different gangs, the Bloods and the Crips. I'm not talking about up there where you at, where the GDs and all that, but all that colors and stuff go to people playing parts and hats and all that up there. But have you ever ran into a situation where because a lot of time there was exploitation in a lot of these shows. I hear a lot of that coming back. Like, did you ever go into a Crip neighborhood, go into a Blood neighborhood, or a city that was overpopulated where you was pressed by these guys because of the color you made of were?
You know what?
You see what I'm saying?
You won't believe what I'm about to say.
But I never nobody asked you that.
But the leader of the Bloods in Atlanta,
okay,
calls me all the time.
Okay.
I don't check in. They check with me. They be like, you need this? You straight? Anybody?
So they check in with you just to check on you?
Not check in with me, they check with me.
Yeah.
So then when I go to LA, I know the Rolling 60s. I know the Nutty Block Crips. I know the PIRUs. You know what I'm saying? I was just in a PIRU party and what's his name? My man Joe Millionaire, you know, over there in Pasadena. He's a blood. My man Whack 100 was there.
Okay.
You know, I was with all the bloods. The killers, all of them right there, hundreds of them. Number handshake. I don't check in nowhere. I go to the Crip neighborhoods, all love. Same thing here in Dallas. I go, my man, I don't know if I should say his name, but everybody know what I'm talking about, Muscle Man. Cause I want to say his name. Over there in Fort Worth, straight Crip. My main man. I goes through the neighborhoods, they walk me through. I'm probably the only person in the world that don't. I go to Milwaukee. All of the gangs, both sides, Chicago, all of the gangs, both sides. My cousin is the leader. I wouldn't say the leader, but you know, he's one of the most highest official up there in Chicago. You know, and I got cousins that's vice lords, cousins that's GDs. I don't have that problem.
Have you ever been in
Never.
a club or seen the situation occur where Bloods and Crips got into it and you was doing the show?
Man, when I was...
You see what I'm saying? Because you've been in these places, man.
Yeah. When I was in... wherever I go, like, we was in L.A.
I'm talking about the 90s and the 80s.
Listen, I'm talking about
now.
the BET Awards.
Oh, shit.
And Goldie will verify this, and Sharp, all of them was there with us. All of the dudes, the project, you know, the ones that's with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Top Dog. Or
no, they call themselves Project Boys.
Okay.
Project Bloods. So they came up to me. They said, "Yo, what's up, OG?" Hug. We took a picture. They said, "We finna rob some niggas. Get the fuck up out of here." You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, they was like, man, you know, it's about to go down. You need to move. I don't know if they said rob, but I know they was it was some drumming. It was about 20 or 30 of them, and they told me to leave. You know what I'm saying? When I was in jail, me and my brother, the vice lords and the GDs get to fight. They say, "Hey, Ivy boys, y'all go in y'all cell." God look over me. E. I promise you, man, I can't make this stuff up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? My cellie in the feds was shotgun, a rolling 60 Crip. He protected me like I was Farrakhan. I mean, he was just down. He even joined the Moore Science Temple, which is my organization.
Wow, that's great.
Because I was the Grand Sheik up in there. He joined it, and man, the other tall Crips and all them. So I don't know, man. I'm just, God bless me with a spirit, man. I don't know what it is, man, where killers and gangsters love me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I go all in Big T's by myself. I go to Oak Cliff by myself. I go to Fort Worth, Funktown. I go by myself. I go directly in the hoods with no security. The only security I got is my Social Security card.
Come on now.
Now
that's a blessing.
Now, will somebody get me? I believe that if a young dude, he don't know me, and the OGs ain't told him, or the dudes that know me told him, hey man, that's Ken, man, he good, that's OG. I think they probably would try me. You know what I mean? It depends on who know you, but most people, they know me and they OGs. Like I was just in Mississippi. I was at one of my partners. He's a GD, big time GD down there in Mississippi. It was just yesterday. It was about 300 GDs. It's probably online now. They was all at the party, And my nephew Gino, the Goon Committee, he down with all that shit. They down with all that shit. We all in there, all straight G's, nothing but love. We took pictures and they took videos. I said shout out to my cousin because my cousin, he down with that. And they all, and I didn't have not one problem. And all of them bought. Listen to this. Practically all of them bought a USB from me. My new movie.
Oh really?
I swear to God.
All of them.
So that's the only way I can ask a question. I ain't never had to check in. All the celebrities show me love. Whenever I'm around 50, I was just with Snoop. You seen that in Cali?
I seen that. You and Snoop were
He's
kicking it. I was like, dang, I should have been there.
He's a Crip.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Long Beach.
A bunch of Crips in there. Man, you see that? Man, I'm a boss, man. They show me love. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can say now. Like I said, I don't want to jinx myself. I ain't saying want nobody to get me. You know what I'm saying? But my experience in every hood, no matter where you go, I pull up, me and my son, we pull up on the track in Oakland. Plenty of guns. Just pull up there. All them dudes, they just stopped what they was doing, started taking pictures with me and my son. Nothing but love.
Wow.
And they didn't even know I was coming. We just got out the car and just started hanging out with the dudes.
Dang.
I gotta ask you a question. In all the years you've been doing what you're doing, I know you're the person that be out in the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been racially profiled by a police officer?
Of course. I got beat up by police. I'm a victim of police brutality. When I was 14, my brother pushed somebody off the L trains in Oak Park, and the police, they stomped us for hours. You know what I'm saying?
For hours?
Hours. Call us niggas. I was only 14. Then they made me go to adult jail. The worst jail you go to, Cook County.
You got broken bones or anything from it?
No, they was just stomping on it. I don't know. I was so young. I was 14, but I know I was just screaming for my mom. I was like, "Mama, my mama." They were like, "Pow, pow, pow, pow," and because it was a white dude, and that was doing. I guess you could say that was 30s, about 14, 50, 50, about 50, 44 years ago.
And in your adult life, you haven't been?
Yeah, I had people racial profile me multiple times. I had police pull me over because I was black. When I lived I bought a mansion. I said baby mansion. I won't call it a mansion because I hadn't been in bigger house than that. But it was a baby mansion in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. And it was in Menominee Falls. So when I used to come down this one strip to get to Milwaukee, they would pull me over. They would tow my Escalade. I had a SL55 convertible Benz. They would take the little keypad, because back then they had a keypad. They'd take the keypad, they'd take my phone and keep it in evidence for 2 or 3 months. I just went through a lot of that. That's one of the reasons. People say, why did you leave Milwaukee? Menominee Falls. I stayed there for 8 years. As soon as my kids graduated and went to college, I was out of there.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.